Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mandy at Laugh and Grackle. We are going to be having our transparent tonight. This one's kind of a long one, so bear with me. And we're going to go ahead and get started.
The Devil Upright. This is about our addictions, whatever they may be, they can binding on a soul level, a destruction of our own doing. We're overindulging in those addictions and we're becoming out of control. Seven of Cups reverse. Again, this hints to our addictions. This particular card points to drug and alcohol use by the cups, making the person off kilter. This is someone who's going into a depression spiral. They are distrusting and in despair because of, in their eyes, life is not worth it due to the addiction. Knight of Cups upright. This person is a die-hard romantic at their core, so they are sensitive people. They are also an artist that is still trying to find their own art style. Just like a typical artist, they are the broody type, perfectionist in their craft, and they have high expectations for love, but heartbreak is a source of inspiration. They will try many spiritual paths, and when they find it, they become very strong in their faith. Page of Cups reverse. This is the other facet to the Knight's personality. They are very intelligent and have a knack for theories and ideas. They like a good debate, is quirky and very talkative when we get them on a topic that they love to talk about. In social interactions they can be the clown, quick thinking, and articulate. Temperance reverse. This lets us know that this person is dangerously, both physically or mentally, out of balance, and they might need professional assistance to regain balance since they have a disruption from communication with their higher self. Combined. This drug or alcohol addiction is clouding this person's view of themselves and distorting their perception of the world around them, throwing them into a mental spiral of depression, guilt, anxiety, anger, and pain, to which they return to the drug of choice to dull those said emotions. Because of their perfectionist tendencies, they tend to do things well, but when things don't work the way they want it, they tend to think of themselves cursed, especially in love. Because of the drug abuse, they have become disconnected from themselves and might need professional assistance to regain themselves again.
The devil is about our addictions, whatever they are. And they can make it a prison of our own doing. And we are tending to be overindulging in those addictions, and they're becoming out of control. They're starting to control us instead of us controlling them. The Seven of Cups is because of the addiction, they're getting off balance with things. They're not able to keep things in balance. And whenever that happens, they tend to spiral. And they just kind of go off the deep end. They go off into this pity party and, very dramatic, and that is because of their perfectionist side. And because they haven't found their style of art, I guess, is the best way to put it. They become the typical artist, very broody and, so dramatic and all of that stuff. So, but their artist side brings out the love of love, for the best way to explain it. And that is the source of their inspiration, is their heartbreak and pain, which kind of is a really crazy mix for them. But they try all of these spiritual faith and stuff, and because of their faith, they're very strong in it. Now, the Page of Cups. This is the other side of their personality. They love theories and they love ideas and love debating and all that stuff. And they're talkative about the things that they want to talk about. But in social interactions, they tend to wear a mask a lot. So, it's kind of hard for them to be in those social interactions. It just makes them uncomfortable. Now, the Temperance card in reverse, that is letting us know that their addictions are becoming dangerous for them, both physically and mentally, because they're not able to keep a balance. And I think this is like a dire need to see someone professionally to help with getting back on track and being able to hone in on their higher selves and their deities or deity. And with all of that, it just kind of makes them really go off in left field, for lack of better words. We are going to be having our coaching and stained glass. Yeah, these teeth things are really starting to kind of make me foggy. So come on back and see me and do like and shares. Bye.